Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about shipping supplies. So we are going to be talking about what I use to ship my orders and everything like that in case you have a small business and you are kind of wondering where to get started with shipping things. Yeah, let's get into it. When I'm shipping stuff, I have quite a few different products, so I have to ship them in quite a few different ways. Use craft envelopes and bubble mailers and boxes and everything like that, so I'm kind of just going to show you guys a few of the things that I use. Disclaimer, I do get everything from Amazon. I will link the different products that I use in the description box below so you guys can check them out. So I'm going to start with kind of the mailers. I'm going to start with these mailers. So here I have a 9x12 rigid mailer. So this is what I use to mail custom order prints and just prints in general, because it's the perfect size for that, and I do it because it is rigid. So that's perfect for shipping your prints to keep them safe so they don't bend. I don't recommend shipping them in poly mailers or bubble mailers unless you have them properly secured, because I've gotten prints in the mail before that were just completely trashed. So definitely do a rigid mailer if you're mailing prints and even original, smaller originals and stuff like that. So yeah, that's that. And then I have these bubble mailers. So I have quite a few different sizes because it just depends on what the order is. So that's the inside. So they're basically filled with bubble wrap. I usually use these for shipping cards and keychains, also orders with more than like one sticker. So if it's multiple stickers and like a keychain, those are what I use those for because it's more of a stacked item. This is what I use for larger orders, including notebooks, because notebooks are quite big. So I have these boxes. So these boxes are 10x14 by 2 inches. So I use these for, like I said, larger orders where I have to stack a lot of items on top of each other, or notebooks because they're quite large and need a little bit more padding. These are the biggest shipping supply that I use for orders. Like I said, 10x14. So I'm not really a box person. Like I said, I typically use mostly mailers. Shipping boxes is quite expensive. So depending on what you're selling, you definitely want to make sure to look into the shipping prices and what carriers are going to be best for that. So finally, we have craft envelopes. So these envelopes are what I use to ship small items like single sticky notes, bookmarks, and stickers. These are my most used item that I use because I mostly sell stickers. Those are typically what are selling in the shop. So I go through a lot of these, but they're very cost effective, and also the craft paper just overall is really, really nice and it looks nice. So for these sticker orders and the small items, all of my shipping labels go through Etsy, and so I'm able to actually get a limited amount of tracking. So I do use shipping labels on these, not stamps, for my Etsy shop. But for my Patreon and other kind of orders, like from my website shop, I do have to use stamps. So I just go on the USPS.com website and order stamps because they always have a really nice selection and typically get there really fast, and it's nice to support the postal service because, you know, that's what you're using all the time. And I have my orders picked up twice a week, so I just really want to appreciate the USPS and how much they actually do. So again, these are typically what I use for all of my orders, and I sell prints, stickers, keychains, cards, and a huge array of products, and so I do have to have a huge array of different shipping things. And so again, I got all of these off of Amazon because it is the most cost effective for my business and how I operate. It has a wide range for all small businesses because you can search up certain things. So those are my specific shipping boxes and mailers that I use to ship things. So now I'm going to show you guys what I use to package my orders and get them all nice and wrapped up. To ensure that orders are packaged safely in shipping, I use these chipboards. So you could get tons of different sizes. I typically use 4x6, 5x7, and 8.5x11. This is one of my thicker ones. So it just helps to keep the items rigid and make sure that they don't get bent, because postal machinery is pretty brutal on items, if you hadn't noticed. So making sure that your items are going to safely get to your customer is top priority. So we have cellophane bags. So I myself use cellophane bags to package orders because it helps to keep them completely waterproof in case of an emergency. If I ever got my order from a small business that was water damaged, I'd be very upset personally. So that is why I use them, because they're pretty much guaranteed to be waterproof. I'm also looking into the compostable cellophane bags, which I think will be a really good option in the future. As of right now, I can't really afford them with my business and what funding I have. So it's definitely an option to look into the future. But if you have that option, definitely go for that. I don't use the paper bags because like I said, they're not waterproof, and I want to make sure that all of my items get to my customer perfect condition and do as much as I can to ensure that. So I also wrap all of my orders in pink tissue paper, or any colored tissue paper really, because I want to add a little kind of extra like gifty kind of vibe. I want people to open it and it be like a present and just be so excited about it. So I do order just tissue paper, whatever colors, off of Amazon. This is the most recent one I got, so it's pink. So all of my orders have been matching lately, which has been really satisfying. So I use tissue paper to wrap orders up to make them all look cute. So next is this. It's in a sandwich bag just to keep them like dust free and everything, but I use confetti in all of my orders as well, just for a little extra fun. I typically end up with it all over my entire studio, and I have to vacuum like every single day because I get confetti everywhere while I'm packing orders. But it's just like a fun little addition to add, like I said, to the present aspect to make customers so excited to open it. Here I have my stickers that I use on the outside of my orders typically. So I have logo stickers that I printed myself, and then some Happy Meal stickers as well. I used to use kind of like just generic Amazon ones before I decided to print them myself to make sure all the branding was consistent. But they're super easy to do. These ones I believe are Avery Labels. So on Amazon, you can order the blank labels and then use your own printer at home, because online at avery.com, they have all of the different templates, and so you can upload your images and stuff like that. But yeah, so this is a really fun way to kind of brand your content without like having to get custom mailers and stuff like that. Typically, all of my orders come with custom branded stuff, so my business cards, as well as a backing card for small items like stickers and bookmarks. I package these and then put them in a cellophane bag, so everything is all branded consistently. Then they get this thank you card with again, the branding, and then on the back it has my little letter to them. I used to handwrite all of my notes and letters and stuff, but eventually my carpal tunnel and tendonitis got so bad that I couldn't do it anymore, especially if I was doing like 10 orders a day. I wasn't able to do it, but I do handwrite all the customers' names on it because it's still really important to me to make sure that it's special. Each order gets this cute little branded content, which again goes with like the tissue paper and the colors of the poly mailers and everything like that. So yeah, now I'm going to show you guys kind of where I have all of my shipping stuff set up, and then you guys can see the different sizes of mailers I have. Let's go! Alright, so here is my setup for all of my mailers. So here is the size that I use the most. I believe this is 5x7, and then I have a 6x9, some larger 10x12s, and then some other, I think these are 8.5x11. And then 4x6s. So these are all the super small ones. So I basically just keep a lot of these in a basket. I have an excess of 4x6s because I used to ship all of my stickers with those. And then I have some extras down there. But yeah, so I have tons of different sizes just depending on the situation and also what Amazon had in stock. But yeah, so those are the mailers. Over here on my rolling cart is where I have my station with all of the envelopes and branded cards. So I have these in just this one basket because it's a little disorganized right now because I just packed orders. But I do use the envelopes the most, so I figured that it would just make more sense to have them all in one spot. And then here in this drawer is where I have old business cards apparently. But all the branded cards, business cards and stuff like that for packing orders when I run out of the ones that are in the basket. So yeah, those are those. Still I have like 5 old business cards that I'm trying to get rid of. In this drawer, I have a couple of stickers, and then some extra small envelopes. I don't use these ones anymore because they're too small, but I have them just in case. And then I have stamps for certain orders. I have some international stamps, which I haven't used yet because I haven't figured out kind of an easier way to use them yet. But these are the stamps that I just got. So these are the otters in snow. Aren't they so cute? I love them. But yeah, so I just got those ones. So I kind of keep my stamps in here just separate from everything else because I don't use them as often now since I started using the labels on my sticker orders. But yeah, so those are those. And then up here on top of all of my inventory, I have my large shipping boxes and my medium shipping boxes, as well as my guillotine cutter. But yeah, so I have some priority mail boxes. I don't use them that often, but I have them just in case. Those are my rigid mailers, and then some more boxes. But yeah, so that's where I keep all of them. It just keeps them out of the way, and I don't use that space for much else, so it just makes sense to have them up there. Here is where I have my massive store of the tissue paper that I just bought off of Amazon. So it's this really pretty pink color, and everything's been matching, which is really nice. I do have some more down there, but the colors are just, I'm not vibing with them right now. So I've just been using this pink, and it's been really super cute. Here is where I have all of my cellophane bags, which I use in shipping as well as just product packaging in general. So I have a few different sizes that I use depending on what I need to use them for. And so yeah, I got those. And then on the shelf below, I've got the chipboard, which I use to secure orders and products. So again, like I said, I've got 5x7, 4x6, and then 8.5x11. I also have some random sizes from different shipments that I've gotten. And then here I have the branded stickers. So let's see. Okay, yeah, there's my logo stickers. So I have those in a basket just ready to go and to pull out for orders. So here's an up close look at everything that I've showed so far. So the confetti that I use, tissue paper, branding stickers, branding content, branding cards, chipboard for securing the packages, cellophane bags to keep them waterproof, stamps for Patreon orders and website orders, and then some of the different sizes of mailers and envelopes that I've got, as well as the box. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I use for packing orders. If you guys have any more questions, don't feel free to leave them in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly hope you enjoyed it and found some fun tips and tricks for packaging your orders for your little shops. So if you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments down below, and I will try to link everything that I can in the description box. It's a little hard because I know a lot of the mailers that I use are out of stock on Amazon, but I will try to link as many as I can. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the links in the description box below. I will see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much for watching.